The aura. In the New Age, the term aura is something that, well, is used all the time. I see it in the newspapers. I see it constantly being associated with the impact of human beings. But so little about the aura is really understood. Most assume that the aura is an energy field that is given off by the form, rather than seeing that the aura is a full expression of and a controlling agent of the way in which the form is going to work. We do not have the same auras, as you will see. The first thing to understand about the nature of the aura is how big it is. What you get to see in human design, through the mechanics of human design, is that you get to see how easily you are conditioned by another human being when that human being enters into your aura. And think about the size of auras. If you stretch your arms out in either direction from your body, and you imagine that they could be twice as long as they are, and you formed a sphere all the way around you, this is fundamentally the extent of your aura. Now, aura does fluctuate, but it's also something to grasp about the nature of aura, is that it is not hindered by walls or floors or ceilings. The reality is that when you are standing in a room in an apartment complex and you have a common wall that you share with a neighbor, the fact is that as you stand beside that wall, your aura is penetrating into the other space. Not only is it penetrating into the other space, but obviously it can be deeply impacted and conditioned if somebody is in that other space and they are connected to your aura. It is one of the things about entering into this process of discovering yourself, is understanding how important it is to protect your aura, particularly when you're sleeping. You know, it is one of the deepest recommendations of human design when you enter into this process of the experiment of strategy and authority, that you sleep in your own space, that you protect your aura from conditioning. Now, auras are not the same. They're not the same at all. What we get to see in human design mechanics is we get to see that there are 4 types: manifestor, generator, projector, and reflector. Each of these types express themselves through their aura. If you're dealing with a manifestor, as an example, a manifestor has a closed and repelling aura. What that literally means is that the moment that somebody comes towards a manifestor, that their own aura is being pushed back. It is one of the reasons that life can be rather difficult for manifestors, particularly manifestor mothers dealing with young children. The reality is that the closed aura is something that can result in, a reaction from others that really is not accurate. The inability to be able to approach the manifestor doesn't mean that the manifestor is unapproachable, but it is expressed in the aura, and you cannot change that. You can become aware of it as a manifestor. And in becoming aware of it, you can take so much of the burden of your social dynamic off of your shoulders. If you're a generator, you have an open and enveloping aura. This is the most powerful aura that we have. The generator aura, generators are the key to life on this planet. They literally generate the life force of the planet. And as such, they have the most penetrating, in that sense, of auric fields. A generator will envelop anyone that steps into its aura. This openness in the generator is also a vulnerability for the generator. That is, in being so open and enveloping, you take deeply into yourself those that you allow into your aura. And then we come to the non-energy types, the projector and the reflector. When we're looking at the projector has a specific gift. They have a penetrating aura. It is a specific gift of theirs. Their ability to be able to recognize the other is rooted in the way in which their aura penetrates the other, literally to their G-center, to their core. Yet at the same time, for the projector, because their aura is so focused, It means that they are deeply vulnerable to conditioning while they are focusing. It also means that when we are looking at the difference between a generator and a projector, we see that a generator's aura can take in many beings at the same time, while the projector aura is only designed to deal with one person at a time. And finally, we come to the reflector, and we come to this sampling aura, what I like to call the Teflon aura, the way in which the reflector tastes the world around it in order to discover what is out of place, what doesn't work, what is different. You see, type is not simply a matter of looking at the strategy and authority that arises out of the graphic on the piece of paper. It's about recognizing that your type is alive in your aura itself, and the way in which your aura operates is impacting everyone that you're going to meet in this life. In so many ways, it is your aura that is defining you as a being. It is what, in essence, the other means. To be aware of the aura that you carry, to understand what it means to be one of these types, and to take advantage of the strategy and authority that is there. This brings the great refinement in life and the transformation of the life, and it's always about the other. When we're dealing with aura, we're dealing with the way in which we connect to the other and the way we are experienced by the other. So many auras are chaotic in the way in which they operate because the beings themselves are not correct. Follow your strategy and authority and enjoy the power inherent in your energy field.